Hello, my wonderful English learners. I'm so happy you're here with me again today. Whether you're relaxing at home, on a walk, or taking a quick break, thank you for choosing to spend this time learning with me. Today, we're diving into something super exciting: natural English expressions. These are the everyday phrases that native speakers use all the time, and once you know them, your listening and speaking will feel so much easier and more natural. I know sometimes it feels like native speakers are using secret codes or slang that's hard to catch, but don't worry. I'll help you unlock those secrets step by step. So get comfy, relax, and let's get started on this fun journey to sounding more like a native English speaker. Section 1. Why natural expressions matter. Alright, friends, let's start with an important question. Why do natural expressions matter so much? When you first learn English, you probably focus on individual words and grammar rules, and that's totally normal. But real-life English isn't just about perfect grammar or fancy vocabulary. Native speakers often use phrases and expressions that don't always make sense if you translate word by word. Think about it like this. Imagine you're learning to dance. You can learn all the steps separately, but to dance smoothly, you need to learn how the moves connect naturally, how they flow together. It's the same with English. Those natural expressions are the dance moves of the language. When you know these expressions, listening becomes easier because your brain starts recognizing chunks of language, not just random words. And when you speak, you sound more fluent and natural, which helps people understand you better and makes conversations more fun. In this episode, we'll explore some of these common natural expressions. You'll hear how native speakers use them, practice speaking them yourself, and learn how to use them in your daily life. This will help you stop translating in your head and start thinking in English. The secret to true fluency. So, ready to learn the dance moves of English? Let's go! Section 2. How to learn and remember natural expressions. Now that we know why natural expressions are so important, let's talk about how to actually learn and remember them. Because just hearing them once isn't enough. First, listen carefully to how native speakers say these expressions. Notice their tone, rhythm, and how they connect the words smoothly. You can find these expressions in movies, podcasts, songs, or everyday conversations. Next, repeat and practice saying the expressions out loud. This helps your mouth get used to the sounds and your brain to remember the phrases as a whole, not just individual words. Try to copy the speed and intonation like you're shadowing a native speaker. Also, try to use these expressions in your own sentences and conversations. Even if you make mistakes, that's totally okay. The more you practice, the more natural it will feel. Finally, keep a small notebook or a digital list of your favorite expressions. Review them often and add new ones whenever you hear something interesting. This simple habit will help you build a strong expression bank that you can use anytime. Remember, learning natural expressions is like building a bridge between textbook English and real-life English. It takes time, but with consistent practice, you'll get there and you'll start understanding native speakers better and speaking more confidently. Ready to try some expressions together? Let's move on. Section 3. Practice speaking with natural expressions, shadowing time. Now comes the fun part. It's time for you to practice speaking using those natural expressions you're learning. One of the best ways to improve your speaking fluency and sound more like a native speaker is a technique called shadowing. This means you listen to a sentence or phrase and immediately repeat it aloud, copying the speed, rhythm, and intonation exactly. Why is shadowing so powerful? Because it trains your brain and mouth to work together naturally, just like native speakers do. It helps you get comfortable with the flow of English and build your confidence in speaking out loud. In this section, I'll say some common natural expressions and sentences, and your job is to repeat after me. Don't worry about mistakes, just have fun with it. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's progress and feeling more comfortable speaking English naturally. So take a deep breath, relax, and let's start shadowing together. Section 4. Listen and understand real conversations. Now that you've practiced speaking, it's time to sharpen your listening skills with real, natural conversations. In this section, I'll play short clips of everyday English conversations, just like you'd hear from native speakers, fast, casual, and full of natural expressions. At first, these conversations might feel a bit tricky to catch, and that's totally normal. But don't worry, I'll guide you through them step by step. We'll listen carefully, then slow down the audio so you can catch every word and phrase. You'll learn how native speakers connect words, use contractions, and sometimes leave out sounds. I'll also explain the meaning of key phrases so you're never lost. Listening to real conversations helps your brain get used to natural English, making it easier to understand when you hear people speak in daily life, whether in movies, on the street, or in online videos. Keep an open mind, be patient with yourself, and enjoy the process. Every time you listen, you're getting better and closer to fluent understanding. Section 5. Repeat and reinforce. The power of repetition. Practice truly is the key to unlocking your English fluency, and repetition is one of the most powerful tools you have. It might sound simple, but repeating phrases and sentences again and again can make a huge difference in how naturally you speak. In this section, we'll focus on repeating key sentences and phrases from the conversations you just listened to. This isn't just about memorizing words, it's about training your brain and mouth to work together, so English feels more natural and comfortable every day. When you repeat, pay attention not just to the words, but also to the rhythm, speed, and intonation of native speakers. English is a musical language. How you say something can be just as important as what you say. By mimicking these sounds, you'll start sounding more fluent and confident without even realizing it. Don't worry if you don't get it perfect the first time. Everyone makes mistakes, and that's a good thing. Mistakes show you're pushing yourself to improve. The important thing is to keep trying, keep repeating, and keep speaking out loud. Over time, your pronunciation will improve, and you'll start feeling more relaxed when you speak. Also, try to repeat these sentences multiple times throughout the day, maybe while walking, cooking, or even before going to bed. This kind of spaced repetition helps your brain hold onto the new language better. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's about building confidence and communication skills. So take your time, be patient with yourself, and most importantly, have fun with it. Speaking English should be enjoyable, and every little practice session brings you one step closer to fluency. You're doing great, keep going, and soon you'll notice how much easier speaking English becomes. Section 6. Listen actively, train your ear like a pro. Listening is more than just hearing words. It's about truly understanding what's being said, even when it sounds fast or unclear. In this section, we'll focus on active listening, a simple but powerful habit that can transform your English skills. Active listening means paying close attention to the sounds, words, and expressions in English, not just letting the sounds wash over you. Imagine you're a detective trying to catch every clue in a conversation. The more you practice, the better your brain becomes at picking out important information, even in tricky situations. To start, listen to short clips or conversations and try to catch the main ideas first. Don't worry about understanding every single word, focus on the overall meaning. Then, listen again and try to notice new details, like vocabulary or pronunciation patterns. You can also pause, rewind, and replay parts that are difficult. This lets your brain absorb the language bit by bit, like putting together a puzzle. Another great tip is to use your eyes as well as your ears. If you watch videos or listen with subtitles, try to read and listen at the same time. This helps connect the sounds with the spelling and meaning. Active listening takes practice, but it's one of the best ways to improve your understanding and get comfortable with how English sounds in real life. Plus, it's fun to discover new phrases and ways people really talk. Remember, every time you listen actively, you're training your brain to think in English, and that's a huge step toward fluency. Keep practicing, and soon you'll catch even the fastest conversations with ease. Section 7. Speak up. Use what you learn daily. Now that you've practiced listening and repeating, it's time to start speaking actively every day. Speaking regularly is the best way to turn your learning into real communication. Try to find moments during your day to talk out loud in English. It could be as simple as describing what you're doing, repeating phrases you learned, or even talking to yourself about your plans or thoughts. Don't worry about mistakes. They are part of learning. If you can, chat with friends, language partners, or join online groups where you can practice speaking. The more you use English in real conversations, the more confident and fluent you'll become. Remember, speaking isn't just about saying perfect sentences. It's about expressing yourself and being understood. Focus on communicating your ideas, and the grammar and vocabulary will improve naturally over time. The key is to make speaking English a daily habit. Even just a few minutes a day can make a big difference. So, speak up, have fun with it, and watch your confidence grow every day. Section 8. Stay positive and enjoy the journey. Learning English is an exciting adventure, but it can sometimes feel challenging. The most important thing to remember is to stay positive and enjoy every step of your progress. Celebrate your small wins, like understanding a new phrase or having your first short conversation. Every little success is a sign that you're getting better and closer to your goal. When you hit a tough spot, don't get discouraged. It's normal. Think of challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Remember, every native speaker was once a beginner, just like you. Keep your learning fun by mixing in things you love. Watch movies, listen to music, or read stories in English. When you enjoy what you're doing, your brain will absorb the language naturally. Most importantly, be kind to yourself. Learning a language takes time, patience, and practice. Trust the process, keep your motivation strong, and believe in your ability to succeed. You're doing an amazing job, and I'm so proud of your progress. Thank you so much for joining me in today's episode. Remember, learning English is a journey, and every step you take counts, even the small ones. Keep practicing listening, speaking, and using the tips we talked about today. Don't worry about being perfect. Just keep moving forward with confidence. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and share it with your friends who are also learning English. It really helps me keep creating more helpful content for you. And don't forget to come back for the next episode, where we'll explore even more fun and practical ways to improve your English. You're doing amazing. Keep shining and keep speaking English every day. I believe in you. See you next time.